Hi and welcome to Subli-fix. We're back again. Got some really exciting news to tell you this evening. I thought by saying that welcome everybody who's willing to sort of join or to listen later on. My name is Simon Jones. I am the creator CEO of Subli-fix. We are proud to announce that we've come up with a few astonishing discoveries. We've been working very hard in the COVID. I hope everybody's safe and well. I know it's been a while since I've been on last, but as I said, I've been very busy with different projects to do with Subli-fix. But we've actually turned Subli-fix around very quickly. We've been doing testing after testing. Because, believe it or not, people are saying that it's sort of washing out slightly due to the wash. Now, what we've got to sort of think about is every country has different washing abilities. Therefore, the water is completely different. Whether it's hard, soft, got a bit of metal in there, whatever it is. I've spoken to lots and lots of people, researched a lot of things to do with your washability, and Subli-fix has done it again. The longevity is absolutely fantastic. You can now wash up to 30 to 40 degrees. Don't have to put it on a cold wash anymore, and you can use it on a softener. You can put it in the drum as well, where it wasn't said before. It was just always said on a cold wash. Well, we've managed to applicate the chemicals to react a lot better. I'm going to introduce you to our new family member, which is the Cotton Iser. This is the washability fastener that you apply, which I'll go through stages by stages to let you know that it's the way that you have to do it. There's a certain way of how to do it. If you don't listen to the guidelines or listen to the video, you're going to come unstuck, guys. It's as simple as that. I'm just going to make sure that we're actually live, because it's saying that we are live on the mobile, but I don't know whether we're live on the actual computer. So I'm just going to double check to see what's happening there. Yeah, we're definitely live. I can see us live, so that's great. So yeah, I mean, is anybody there listening at the moment? I'd like for people to ask questions about the product. As I said, it's been out since 2015. We've grown and grown from strength to strength. We've made a few mistakes. Going to put my hands up to it. We're only human, but we are improving, and that's what it's all about. Now, all the capabilities of basically putting it onto 100% cotton, doesn't hold in the wash, fades, everything like that. We're going to show you something that will hopefully change your perspective towards Subli-fix. I know there is many other products out there. I don't really want to mention them this evening. It's a hit and miss situation with their products, but we are there to structure Subli-fix to its ultimate. It's flawless. I love the product. I love the project. I love all the people that support me as well. Support Subli-fix. It is moving in directions. We are looking at different countries as well. So yeah, I mean it's sort of growing. It's all on platforms, websites, eBay, Etsy. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook on our groups as well. So I mean, is there anybody there? Obviously they've not cottoned on to us being on there, but anyway, we'll carry on. So what we need to do is, what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you about the heat press, guys, because your heat press is the most important thing, or one of the most important things of your subbing career. The reason being is because if you don't transfer your substrates or your fabrics in different weights, you're never going to get there. You're going to get inconsistency all the time. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my old heat press on. Excuse the mess, by the way. I'm not here to sort of to show a fashion show. It's only there for purposes for myself, for testing. Unfortunately, I don't get the time to sort of print anymore and sell like you guys. I'm too busy with the actual Subli-fix moving forward. So what we'll do is I'm just going to pop the old press on. I'll show you my old press. There's my old press. So, you know, it's very, very old. I just get Denise to hold the phone. I do apologise. So, right, okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a few things. Now, we've done a wash cycle already, which I'll be showing you. So, yeah, if you just point it onto there. Now, what we're looking for, to be fair, is we're looking for mainly that sort of transfer from your transfer sheet. I mean, that's most important. The more and more ink that's going to come off, the more vintage look it's not going to look. I'm going to show you this on a t-shirt that we've done without Subli-fix on 100% cotton, and you'll see the difference. I mean, we've done another live as well that's going to go out to the websites and YouTube and Etsy for a link. But what it actually shows is the actual difference between putting on Subli-fix and not putting on Subli-fix and putting it in the wash. Okay, yes, okay. In theory, you will get the same maybe quality to start off with, but I can guarantee you now, and I swear down to you, is that you will not. You will definitely not get the same finish that you would with Subli-fix. Okay, that's for definite. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll very quickly sort of grab the t-shirt. So, I mean, we did these earlier on, guys. And as we said, you know, there's stickers and everything like that illustrating it as well. So it's actually showing that there's no Subli-fix, 100% cotton. Look how much it's faded. Before repressing after wash, which we're going to press in a minute. And this is the one with Subli-fix on there, guys, with the new Cotton Iser, which we're going to show in a second. We're going to pop it on the heat press. We're just waiting for it to actually heat up. And then what we'll do is we will put it inside the t-shirt, inside the heat press, sorry, not inside the t-shirt. That's what you get for going live. And then what we'll do is we'll repress it, and then you'll see the difference. Now, I know that this is going to come back, but this is not a sellable product. This is. Okay, it's as simple as that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these tabs off for a minute. I will redo them because it needs to be changed anyway, because then it's showing something after the wash and after the repressing as well. So what we do is I mean, this is why it's stretched and everything, because this is not really a 15 by 15 t-shirt. Therefore, it has actually stretched a little bit. But there is other sort of t-shirts, hoodies, and polo shirts where I can show you. But you can see the tightness of it when it's going on to the actual heat press of what I'm actually trying to say to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to repress this for 70 seconds. I'm going to actually show you of how to show the guidelines of Subli-fix and Cottanizer, which is in here. It is available from 100ml all the way up to 1000ml. With the Cottanizer, you don't use as much. So what we've done is we've actually done it a lot cheaper for you. So it's more economical for yourself to obviously make money from it and to sell confidently to your customers. Okay, because by the time this goes to your customer, you don't need to rewash it, but please do. Do it as a test. Do it as a test, please do. There's no problem there whatsoever. But I can guarantee you now, confidently now, that this will work hands down. Okay, if processed the right way with the guidelines that is actually being sent out to every customer. Okay, what we're going to do for all the rest of the people that have actually purchased Subli-fix from before, I'm going to explain something later on that is going to be, I think, reasonable for all the support that you've given for Subli-fix. So I'm not going to go too much into that. I'm just going to, once we've done all this and we've gone through the talking, what we'll do is we'll go through into the living room, and then what we'll do is we will talk about things. I've got a few things to show you in the living room. Sorry, it's in the house at the moment, but as it is locked down, we've just got to make the most of it. Okay, so this is my messy print room. This is where I create things and do things and get my mind going. So basically, I'm just waiting for the heat press to come up. So what we need to do is, all we're going to do is we're going to hover. Now, we don't press it down. When you do the heat press and everything like that, once it's after the wash, you do not press it down all the way. All you do is hover on the top of it. All it needs to do is the steam needs to come up, so it opens up the combs of the actual cotton. Okay, if you do not do that, then you're still going to get this sort of effect here, but you're not going to see the magic in what I'm trying to say to you about Subli-fix and the new Cottanizer as well. That is fact, not fiction. It's shown between your eyes today, and I'm going to show it to you, because that is there without Subli-fix and that is there with Subli-fix. I mean, that's not bad as it is, but wait until you see this after 70 seconds. Right, okay, so what we'll do is, whereabouts is your stopwatch, sorry? Just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Okay. Thank you very much, Denise. Right, okay, so as I said, 70 seconds. Let's pop it down. No need to have any sort of, because the heat will do it from the heat plate anyway. There's no need to do any pressure. What I'll do is I'll show you on 2 of these. And then we've got a t-shirt here as well of 50-50. All I'm going to show you is that I have set my press lighter. The reason being is because I'm going to show you how to work your actual heat press itself to get the best out of your ability of your machinery. Okay, if anybody would like to discuss this one-to-one, then I'm more than happy to have a discussion with you to see what we can do further along the lines. Okay, so we're coming up to 50 seconds now. What I'll ask you to do is just to PM me, and we can go through a one-to-one if you wish. It will cost a little bit of money, but the actual experience that you'll have from other people that I've helped with and everything like that, they will be, they will tell you exactly, and you'll probably see it in the group. So here we are. We're going to pull it away. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that. I mean, look at this. That's beautiful. That's not sellable because there's no Subli-fix on there. But look at that, guys. That is just popped straight back out. And that's what you're looking for in Subli-fix. Now, I know that my colours slightly different because of the different inks that I use. I am bringing out inks. I have got my own paper as well. that will be going into production very, very shortly with the Subli-fix and the Cottanizer. Again, here we go. Here's a prime example again. I mean, look at that. That's very faded, as you can see. Subli-fix and Cottanizer. This is the one with Subli-fix on there. Look at the one without it. Okay, you can't get away from that. So we'll just pop these stickers on there so it doesn't go onto the actual heat press. We'll reset that, and we'll pop this on there for 70 seconds. So as you can see, guys, if we come around here, Denise, and just give a bit of a lowdown on there, that's great. Yeah, brilliant, fantastic. What you're doing is you're actually showing the actual, well, you can see it for yourself. So you see it there now, and then what we'll do is hover over it for 70 seconds. And right, there we go. So we'll pop that down again. As I said, no pressure. Just leave it on there for 70 seconds and you should be away. But you've seen the results that's come back from there. That was on a 30-degree wash with softener in there as well, which hasn't been done before. We've not been able to sort of put that out. We've always said to you, okay, you can go up to 30 degrees, but please try to do it on a cold wash. It doesn't need to be anymore. There's no headache. There really, really isn't. All you've got to do is follow the guidelines and you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, I am confident to say you will not have a problem. Okay, so, and if you do have a problem, just for instance, and we do feel that it is us, then we will look into that. But if it is your own and you need help, shout out, guys. Show me what you're doing, because it's the only way that we're going to actually move forward with your business. So we're coming up to 70 seconds now. So we'll lift this off. As I said, 3, 2, 1. Look at the difference. Wow. Look at the difference. Wow. You know, that's without Subli-fix, that's with Subli-fix. I mean, is that a sellable product or am I just dreaming? Would you buy that, Denise?
Definitely.
Now, it's absolutely popping. The only thing is, I mean, it is stretched and everything because this t-shirt doesn't actually go on there. So, what we're going to do now is we've got a 50-50 here. I will show you the label. I'm not a liar. Okay, this will fit nicely as well. Unfortunately, because of the process, what we need to do is before we do this, what I want to do is just show you how easy it is to use Subli-fix on a cotton t-shirt, which is out there now, ready to be set up. And then we'll come in here. This has already been Subli-fix already on there, ready for the actual press. So what we'll do is we will show you on just trying to find the actual product. Okay, so here we are. Here's the bottle. Okay, what you're looking at is about 10 to 15 inches away. 12 to 15 inches away, just like a sprayer. So it actually goes all across there. And all you're trying to do is look at your image, and then all you need to do is spray that. You don't need to spray down there. That's false. It's only within that area. So if you've got like an A5 t-shirt, and I'm saying that basically you get certain amount, 7 mil to every A4, well, you're not. You're half in that. So it's only 3.5 mil per A5. So you're getting double your money, basically. So, right, okay. So what we'll do, it says on there 20 squirts, okay? It's 20 pumps. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that was horizontal, vertical. Okay, that's it. And then what you do is you get a nice little paintbrush like this, but it's not a paintbrush. It's a wallpaper brush. You can use a paintbrush as well. And all you do, guys, is hold it and flick it in. That's all you do. And then just leave it on there to dry naturally. You don't need to put it in the tumble dryer anymore, which is absolutely fantastic. So we'll pop back here now. And what we'll do is we will press something. So what we want to do first is, as I said, on the actual t-shirt itself, as I said, there's already Subli-fix on there. I'll show you that it's 50-50 at the end as well. We'll just press it down just to get the moisture out again, because it has been sitting on the line. So just want to double check that it's okay, otherwise it will cause sort of yellowing as well. So you have to be sort of a little bit careful there. We'll put it down again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set the actual press itself now. So, I mean, that to me is a bit light. So with my press, there's got more and less. But normally there's a knob on there for the actual clam press. I mean, you've got pneumatic presses. But the majority of the people that are hobby crafts and everything like that have actually got the knob of clam press. So all you do is you tweak it. Okay, you've got to find that pinch. It's very, very, very important to find that pinch. If you don't find that pinch, guys, you're going to get inconsistency, and you're going to get this when you're looking for this to finish it. Okay? So what we're doing is we're going to just press it down. That's getting there. So we'll just tweak it just a little bit more, and that'll be about it. When you're trying to adjust your heat press as well, don't slam it down and try to move it, because it's quite heavy. So basically just lift it off nice and easy and just twist it clockwise or anti-clockwise. It all depends on the materials that you're actually using. Okay, every t-shirt has got different weightage. I do not believe this thing about, oh yeah, Bella's best and Fruit of the Loom is best and Gildan and everything like that. It's absolute false. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. It is absolutely false. If you can't print onto something that's not there, okay, there's something not right with the actual product itself. It must be rayon or whatever it is put in there. I'm not too sure. Okay? I'm saying this because you can go to Walmart. You can go to anywhere where you want to buy a t-shirt. You don't have to buy a certain type of t-shirt. It's false. Okay? With Subli-fix, it will work on anything. Okay, that's what it's designed for. It's not designed for any particular brand. It's up to you what brand you actually want to use. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this on. Okay, this lovely little picture here. Love it. Look at the colours on that. And this is on your settings, I believe. I did a print test. I know I use different printers, but I did a print test to show that it actually works on the printing sort of software that you use. I've actually matched to your capabilities on a matte setting on a 7720. Okay. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to pop it into the middle. It doesn't matter whether it's too straight or not. I'm not that fussed. And then all we're going to do is pop it on there for about 2.5 minutes, as it states on the actual guidelines. And that's what it's all about. So what we'll do is we'll set the timer again. Reset. Okay, cool. Let's push it down. Okay, so that's for 150 seconds or 2.5 minutes. That's the way you should be. It's as I said, it's all about this. It really is all about your heat press. If you don't get that right straight away, whether you're doing substrates, whether you're doing cotton, whether you're doing polyester, anything, if you're not releasing those inks, you're not going to get it. You're really, really not going to get it. You're going to wing it because you're going to use polyester and think, yeah, it's there, brilliant, fantastic. But even with polyester, guys, I've seen people use it with polyester, and basically what's happened is it's actually done the reverse situation. Let me just, hang on, request to be in your broadcast. Share live video. Okay, there we are. Sorry, something happened there. Yeah, what I was going to say was, we're talking about the heat press. I mean, it is very, very important to get it right. It should be sort of 185, 385, somewhere like that. Your timings on cotton is definitely 150 seconds. On your polyester, again, it's like 70 seconds. As what I said, guys, you know, you get in paper, you get in inks and everything like that, but you're still having a lot of ink still left on that paper after the actual print has been done through onto the heat press. So it's up to you what you want to do with your inks. It really, really is. Okay. I try to help a lot of people, and I have managed to work it out, believe it or not. You know, I sit there in the night time. What I do behind closed doors with Subli-fix is just like everybody else, really. We're all trying to make a sort of a living and to try and help my customers, and that's the most important thing. And the majority of the people have got it, and you know, they've gone away with confidence and everything like that, and you know, they've carried on happy printing. And that's what it should be. It shouldn't be stressful. I've said this before. It should be fun. But until you realise how to work your actual equipment, it's not going to happen. It's going to happen as a hobbyist because you're going to wing it. It's like your ceramics and everything like that, you know. Putting your cups in, you're meant to warm it up. A lot of people don't know that. They're all newbies. Everybody's out to learn. You know, I had to learn from somewhere, just like everybody else. So, right, what we'll do is just leave that cool down for a second. So, yeah, I mean, it's, as I said, once you get used to machinery and everything and the printer settings and everything like that, then, you know, you're going to get consistency, and that's when you can call yourself, right, okay, I can be into sublimation printing because I'm going to make money out of it. Okay? Don't think that every item that you're actually going to turn around and go, yep, I'm going to smash it, I'm going to get there. It's not going to happen. Until you get used to this, or you know your settings by touch. It's all about touching, believe it or not. That's what it is. The majority of the things around you towards printing is all to do with pressure. People don't realise that, but it's true. Your inks are pressurised, your heat press is pressurised, and if you don't actually use it, do have a chart with recommended times for different materials. Thanks, Simon. Becky Weaver, hi. Yes, I have got one. I can certainly ping one over to you after the live. Hiya there. That's not a problem at all. I believe that they're on the website anyway, and they're on Etsy, they're on eBay, but I will send a PDF over to you, Becky, no problem whatsoever. Are you sort of having a bit of difficulty, Becky, with anything I can help you with? If so, you can either answer it here, you can question here, or what we can do is we can go into a little chat afterwards. You know, that's what I'm all about. I'll spend some time with you and make sure that you're getting the right out of Subli-fix. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to remove this now. So what we're going to do, I mean, look at that, guys. Look at the transfer on that. I mean, wow. That's what you're looking for. You know, that's what you're looking for. Look at the release to what it was before. I mean, what can you say about that? What do you say, Denise?
Wonderful.
You know, you can't say nothing. And also, you know, it passes the test for all this up here. You know, that to me is a pass. No questions about it. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave that alone for a minute. We've spoken about the heat press. I have got a list actually, guys. If you want to pop them back onto the t-shirts so we know for the washability afterwards. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop this back onto there, guys, so just bear with me just 2 seconds. There we go. There we go. Right, okay. We're back in the room, as they say. So, anyway, has anybody got any question, guys? Is it, you know, is anybody sort of there? Anybody say hello or a wave to me or a heart or whatever? You know, I believe that there's probably about 4 of you watching at the moment, I believe. Not too sure. I'll double check now and see. Perhaps people are having dinner and everything like that. I mean, it is in the afternoon in the international side of things, and it's 7 o'clock this end. So what we'll talk a little bit about is, thank you, Becky, about the live. People will sort of, hello from the live. Oh, hiya, Sharon. Hiya, lady. Little joke we had the other day. Great stuff. If anybody wants to ask any questions, fire away. I'm here to answer every single one of them. As what I said, I have got a thing for all my customers that have bought Subli-fix in the past. As I said, I will be getting in contact with them and to offer them the Cottanizer. But for all you newbies out there that are going to purchase the product or looking into the project or looking into sublimation with cotton, I will guarantee you this. If I believe that it is down to me that has caused this issue, I will refund you. I can't be no fairer than that. That's how confident I really am about Subli-fix and Cottanizer. I really, really am. If it's down to yourself, then as what I said, we can adjust. It's not a problem. You know, you're only human. I'm not going to take the mick out of you or anything like that. We're all out there to learn. Now, what you've got to understand, this is very, very important as well. Cotton has never been discovered to print onto sublimation printing before. Okay, that's fact. It doesn't matter where you go. Okay, you might get a hit and miss on a poly blend, but 100% cotton. If somebody could show me 100% cotton, like I have done today, for what they have showed me with another product that they're using, I'll be absolutely outstanding. Okay? It will work on poly blend. The reason being is because it's a simple solution. You've got 30% cotton on the top. You've got 70% on the bottom. Without Subli-fix and everything like that, you will have, after the wash, 70% on the actual polyester. Okay? That is basic common sense. So when you go into your 50-50, this is even easier. So you've got 50% cotton on top, you've got 50% polyester. Well, what you've got to do is, after the wash, it will wash away. Okay? I'm going to show you something in a little while that's going to go, well, why would I want to use Subli-fix? Because I know, after a couple of washes, without using Subli-fix, it's going to break away. It's as simple as that. You know, it's been one of them things that we've been travelling through and we've been improving all the time. Because that's what it's all about, improving. You know, it's not about, yes, okay, we've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. We're only human. Okay, you make mistakes on your sublimation. I've made a few mistakes towards Subli-fix and I put my hands up to it. I am going to admit it to this day. Okay, but what I have been doing in the background is working very, very, very hard to try and work out your washabilities. Because I can get it here, but it's not fair for me to say, oh yes, it works, blah, blah, blah. And then you're getting inconsistency back home because you've put it in a wash within a certain, you know, water or whatever you've got there that's causing the actual problem. Now, everybody lives in a different sort of state or lives in a different place. throughout all my customers. And basically what's happening is basically it's causing a problem. Because what you've got to think about as well in logistics towards sort of washing is that most of your softeners and most of your actual powders have got bleach in it. Now, in the rules of cotton, cotton is already bleached before it even gets sold. Okay, that is fact. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Richard Arkwright. I left a thing in the unit as well because we actually went down to Nottingham. And we actually went down in the UK to actually see it. And if you don't believe me, there is a thing on our unit that actually states Richard Arkwright was the first one to set up the machinery in the heart of Nottingham. Okay, and me and Denise took a travel down there. We took a little bit of time out and we went to discover it. And it was absolutely amazing to understand it all. And it all made sense. Okay, so it's not that I've just turned around and just gone, oh, well, I'll just put it together. It's not a Chinese product. This was made in the heart of Wales. Okay, it's not in a lab or anything like that. It's with my 2 bare hands and this working overdrive because I'm an absolute creative nerd. Sorry, I just thought I'd say that because I love printing. I have so much passion towards printing. It's unbelievable. Okay, and somebody comes to me and gives me a challenge. Somebody gave me a challenge the other day. Didn't really know a printer. And within, I mean, she was on about slates. I'm not going to say who it is. She's on about slates. Can't do slates. What do you mean you can't do slates? Well, I can't do them on this press because it's a pneumatic press. Well, it wasn't a pneumatic press in the end. And I didn't realise because she didn't show me the photo. All it was is basically it just automatically comes up. I don't know what the press is. I haven't got a clue. But instead of having the handle, it just beeps up and it just comes up. So I said, right, okay then. I said, well, for a start, what you need to do is on all substrates, you must heat your substrates up. That's a must. And then you need to set the pressure around the actual item itself. Now, I'm only going to go quickly into this because I've got another live next week on the hard straights. The hard substrates. Okay, because I've developed another product that is a lot thicker. It's the same chemicals, but we've actually enforced it. So basically, when you put it on there, it releases a lot quicker. It works with your sub paper a lot more and your inks. Hi there, Deborah Murdoch Wybe from Canada. It's a pleasure to have you here. I will need to look up when I come to my day job head office in Bournemouth. All right, okay, yeah. Well, I believe that maybe you're over in Bournemouth or you've got a job over in Bournemouth and you want to come over to the UK, I believe. I'm not too sure there. But it's great to see somebody from a different sort of the world. Canada, I have got a distributor in Canada. Her name is Bev Shumalak. It will be available very shortly. But because of the COVID, it's actually in Canada, don't get me wrong. But she's been so busy working for... She actually trains people how to do embroidery and craft. She's been very busy helping the health board. So congratulations to Bev. Well done. I can't thank her enough. Well, we can't thank her enough. There's a lot of things going out there. And it's all about sort of helping each other. And that's the way it is. I hope that everybody's sort of, as I said, staying safe. And as much as everybody doesn't like to listen to rules and everything like that, it will get better, guys. It really will. I know it's a bit of a shock to everybody's system, but it can only get better. It can't get any worse. Okay, it will get worse if we don't abide by what's going on. So I'm not going to go too much into that because that's my time. Hi from California, Irva Berhard Coden. Hiya there. Pleasure to have you on board this evening. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to talk about a quick sort of talk about Cottanizer. Right, okay, so Cottanizer, sorry, is developed again by Subli-fix, which is myself. We did extensive amounts of research, testing. I mean, if you look at the t-shirts that I've got around, waste, but that's just the way it is. You know, that's what sublimation is all about for me to get the end result. Okay, so what we discovered is that basically we made a mistake, and this is where the mistake has happened. Okay, we are very, very sorry. Okay, because we give the wrong information out. We thought that because it worked with us, and as what I've stated about the water and the washability, it will work for others. Well, I was wrong. I put my hands up to it. I'm in the wrong. Okay. Cottanizer is actually developed alongside Subli-fix. This is our new label, by the way. This will be coming to your door, whoever wants to purchase. Basically, this is a finisher. So, oh, hi, Charlene Downs from Kentucky. Hope you're doing well. Basically, this is our new bottled Cottanizer. This is a game changer. Just as much as this is, but this is the finish. Okay, it's very, very easy to use. All you need to use is exactly the same as what you're using with Subli-fix. You use less. All I will say to you is I will be doing a lowdown of the guidelines in a moment as well when we move into the living room, because I've got a few other things to show you as well, for facts on what actual Subli-fix is done after the wash. So basically, Cottanizer, when this goes on, which is Subli-fix, you wait then about 4 to 6 hours. I would suggest, this is a suggestion, it's entirely up to you, but it's the best result, is to dry it naturally, not to put it in the tumble dryer. What we discovered is it's actually drawing, because of the combs of the cotton, it's actually drawing the ink, not the ink, the actual product away from the actual t-shirt or the product, the item. So we put this together, and here we are. This is Cottanizer. It's the same chemical, okay, but it's been separated. Okay, this works tremendously. If you try and do your Subli-fix this evening, I can hand on heart tell you that if you went back to the old way that you were actually doing things, you will not get the same results. It's as simple as that, okay? Eva Berhard, just excuse me, I'm looking for something I can use for all colour of cotton. Well, fantastic, Eva, because I have got a product. It's called Ecological Subli-fix. If you ping me over a PM, I can certainly send you the link in the actual... I can bring you the link onto the unit where Ecological is there to be seen. What that does, it basically lightens your fabric to a lighter colour, so then you can print on the top of it. Okay, it's safety date, it's safety protection. It's got the SDS sheet as well. Hi Denise Wolf from West Virginia. Great to have you on board. Yeah, so basically what happens is I mean, I can explain it in... What we're going to do is we're going to do a video every single week, okay? So we're going to do hard substrates next week, and then the week after, I believe, or it might be even sooner, we're actually going to put the Ecological on the map finally. It's been a long time. We're still in the processes of trying to get round to doing it. I've got so much to do with working with other people, with other projects, believe it or not, that I just have not had the time to carry on with Ecological. But there is videos. There's videos on YouTube. There's videos on here, a step by step. But there is not a product, okay, that will work on dark garments, okay, just purely with Subli-fix. It won't work. Okay, you need to lighten that fabric. As what I've said to people before, there is some very exciting news, but I'm going to keep that a secret. Okay, it's a secret, and I will keep that a secret until it's ready. Okay, but something is coming, and it will absolutely knock your socks off. We're very, very excited about it. As I said, it's another family to Subli-fix, and it's hopefully it's going to put a smile on your face, like it put a smile on our faces as well. I don't want to speak about too much about it anymore. So anyway, so I've explained about the Cottanizer and the Subli-fix. Shown that. Right, okay. So we're near enough there now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a short break. And I'm going to be cheeky now. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm in my own home. I'm not bringing any sort of unhealthiness to anybody else, but I'm going to have a cigarette. Okay, I'm only human, and I think I deserve it after all the sort of rabbling on that I've been doing, basically. So if anybody would like ask any more questions, please do. And if anybody wants to ask afterwards as well that haven't been able to sort of reach out today, please just ask the questions. Either down here, PM me. I'm always available. I am available. If I can't answer, then that means that the UK time to the GST times are slightly different, but I'll certainly get back to you with an answer as long as I can see that actually comment being put. And I will try and help you in the best possible way I can and the honest answers that I can possibly give you. So I'm just going to have a quick drink. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to move into the living room area where I'll be showing you a few things towards what actual Subli-fix and Cottanizer is actually done for us today. It's illustrated on a polo shirt. You know, who would believe on a polo shirt? I mean, that's astonished me, to be honest with you, when I done it the other day, because before, I must admit, I've never really put it out as the polo shirts. I've always put it out as sort of cotton t-shirts. The reason being is because of the weave is a lot further apart from each other. Didn't really hold that well. I'm going to put my hands up to it, but I've never really put it out there as to do onto polo shirts. It was mainly to do it onto cotton. But today, guys, I mean, it's worked. I mean, I've got a map on there, before and after the wash and everything, and it's worked absolutely superbly. And as I said, if you follow the guidelines, you can't go far wrong. Okay, I'm not going to chew my words. I'm just going to tell it straight. If you do not follow those guidelines, or you do not follow the video that we've put together, other than this, we've done another video other than this, because this is a live. Okay, I'm just interacting with you now. I'm just speaking on behalf of Subli-fix, but I've actually put another video together that will be available tomorrow. It'll be in the unit, it'll be in YouTube, it'll be in absolutely all the platforms that I can possibly think about, the websites and everything, for you to pop along and have a look. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you're enjoying this evening. As I said, has anybody got any questions at all? I've run out of things to say now. I'll tell you what I will talk about. Okay, here we go. People have come over this morning, and thank you ever so much for doing it. Has come over from Sawgrass Group. They are struggling, guys. If there's anybody out there that can help them to identify these problems that they're having, I believe it's a glitch towards the software being updated, and then your other softwares that you're using are not being updated at the same time. Now, I'm not an Einstein. I know a little bit about software, but I've had a few people asking me about it. Okay, I feel very, very disturbed that Sawgrass can't pull their finger out their backside, and I am going to say backside because I don't like them anyway. Okay, I never have done. Is to treat their customers in the way that they're doing is all greed. It's greed. Okay, it's absolutely horrendous. I don't know whether anybody's on there to justify about the Sawgrass, but I'm just saying from my experience, I'd never buy a Sawgrass anyway. I'm all Epson. That's where I started off, engineering. I had a photographic studio, and I had my first 9600, 9880, and I was doing photography, printing, down in West Sussex. Had the place for about 4.5 years, blah, blah, blah. But I was stripping the machines as well at the same time. So I was a bit like, basically in my own time, I was then learning how to do the engineering because I was fed up of having an engineer out and it was costing me an absolute fortune. Lucky for you guys, you work on A4s, A3s, you might work on the bigger machines, I'm not too sure. But the majority of the people that are actually on this group are either newbies or they're actually set out to just be hobby crafts, and it's just a sideline. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put you down. I'm not saying that you're not commercial because you might be commercial. Okay, everybody's got their own business, and I wish them all the best. Okay, but I mean, Sawgrass, I've been out for absolute ages. Why did they change the software? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. It's very, very frustrating. I could probably get to the bottom of it if somebody wants to sort of challenge me, because I love challenges. I can go into your computer and everything like that and have a look at the back end of it. As I said, it's been going on and on and on. I've actually put something on there. It got rejected later on this afternoon because I mentioned, and I only mentioned to say, I'm not being funny or anything, but in my own point of view, I think that you should go to Epson and go for these eco tanks. I think they're the next best thing. A lot less hassle for your printing. Where you're getting all these cartridges and every fillable cartridges from China or whatever it is. I haven't got a clue. But what you're getting is you're getting inconsistency. The chips aren't working, this, that and the other. It's causing you frustration. You've got loads and loads of work on and you can't get the work out. Therefore, you're letting your customers down. That's bad. That is bad. Okay, I can't justify that enough. I mean, I work on compatible inks and everything like that myself. With the cartridges, sorry. But I understand it, okay? And I know that you are sitting there and thinking, oh God, he's a bit sort of smarmy about that. It's not about that at all. It's about your hit and miss, okay? You need to go to a reputable supplier. You're going to eBay, you're going to Amazon and everything like that. It isn't going to work for you at all, because all they're doing is buying them off the back end of a lorry, back end of a lorry. Back end of a retailer that is selling for chips. You know, it's very, very disappointing more than anything to say that, you know, you put so much effort into it, you put so much work into it, and then you come down and then your inks aren't working, they're flashing, or you can't get them in. Hi Amrit, pleasure to have you on board this evening. He's a new member. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into detail. I really do feel sorry for the Sawgrass, and I really do feel sorry for the people that are actually bought the Epson printers and causing themselves some issues. And if I can help you out in any which way, I certainly will. For free. For nothing. I don't want no pay. It all comes down to time. Okay, all I ask you to do is maybe just pop something up on there, and just to say thank you for the efforts that I've actually come out of my way to try and give you a gift. I'm into Buddhism. I'm not going to lie to you. So whatever comes back to me, I am appreciated for it. Okay, that's all I can ask. And you can ask anyone that. I've helped so many people in so many groups for different types of reasons. And I will spend hours and hours and hours of research, because that's the sort of print nerd that I really am. Sorry, I had to have a laugh. Right, I'm going to have a cigarette now. So is anyone out there just want to ask any questions? Please ask. You know, I'm there to sort of be, it could be a positive thing. Hi, Adala Henderson Barr from Arkansas. Pleasure to have you on board this evening. I take it that you've come on a little bit later, so you might want to go and watch it earlier on. As what I've said to the guys, I've actually got another video as well that I've put together on top of this, because this is a live, to show you the step-by-step instructions that will be exactly the same as what is on the guideline. Okay, I can't be no simpler than that. That's why I'm called Simple Simon. Sorry, I'm having a bit of sense of humour, failure. It's, you know, I think it's nerves more than anything. So I'm just going to have a cigarette now. Anybody want to ask any questions? I'm going to leave it now for a couple of minutes. So it's just going to go quiet. Whistle whilst you work and everything like that. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. Or ask me any questions. I keep asking that, but nobody's going to ask. Might get up and have a dance now. Now everybody gone for a cup of tea? Yeah, had a smoke yourself? You know, what's everybody doing? The weather out there today has been absolutely lovely, Denise. Thank you very much, Wolf. How has it been out there for you guys? We can't predict the weather. We don't know what's going on at the moment. 1 minute it's sort of cloudy. The next minute it's like summer. And appreciate it, guys. I mean, I know that you're sitting at the back of your garden or you're sitting indoors, but it's all a bit of a rest. I mean, we all need a rest. You know, we work and work and work and work around the clock. And I know you're trying to support your family and everything like that, and I wish you all the best with it, but it's only going to draw you down to one thing. And that is basically you'll go on and on and on and on, and then you'll sort of shut down. You'll end up ill. Majority of the time that you go out there to different countries, it's different climates, experience different things. So, you know, it is what it is. I love that saying, it is what it is. We've just got to get through this, guys, in the most respectful way. I mean, I don't like at all what's going on. I think there's a lot of falseness, again, towards things. I have put things up on my line that people keep sending to me, and I keep researching, because I think that the truth should be out there, and I believe that the truth, hopefully, one day will come to the front, and then we can actually justify of actually what's actually happened over these last couple of months. But I've been very, very happy. It's given me a new lease of life for me to really pull ranks with the family of Subli-fix, and I'm really, really excited, to be honest. I think it's sort of done me a favour, because believe it or not, behind closed doors, but behind closed doors is, I'm an engineer as well. So I mend them. So I have that to do as well. There's a lot of things that I do behind closed doors, that, guys, I don't just sit there and just box up and then send out, or, you know, I'm doing a lot of things behind closed doors. What is the Epson? What is the problem with the Epson? I have one. I don't quite understand the question, Denise, to be honest with you. I was actually referring to Sawgrass. The Epson, I was just talking about the actual refillable cartridges, having problems with the re-chipper setter where it's causing you a bit of frustration. If you'd like to be more specific, if you've got a problem with your printer or you're quite happy with the printer, I wasn't actually goading at the actual Epson itself. I was just saying to maybe, instead of going to eBay, instead of going to Amazon, go to an actual, a proper supplier, not going cheap. Okay, cheap does not work because of the downtime that's going to cause you. It's not worth it, guys. It really, really is not. About your inks, about your paper, and about your thing. But I'm going to discuss that, okay, another time. I'm going to do another live on the paper, the inks. I'm going to show you the inks this evening. Okay, what I've done is I've developed my own inks, believe it or not. It's not developing my own inks. Okay, it is a secondary in ink, but what I've done is I have added additives to it, so my black is black. Okay, let me just make a bit of a thing about that. What I'm trying to say is, if you look at your inks, okay, it's fact, it's not fiction. If you look at your inks on a CMYK surface, you see cyan, magenta, yellow and black, you've got a mustardy yellow, that's fact. Okay, if you look at your magenta, it's a vivid magenta. If you look at your cyan, which is the blue, the cyan is a vivid blue. If you look at your black, now this is where it disturbs everything. It is either a brown or a blue. Now, if you don't believe me, go and do your testing yourself. All you have to do is get a plate. All you have to do is just get a needle and just score along it, okay? And just see it for yourself. You can see it. You're not colourblind or anything like that because you're looking at your colours all the time. Now, the majority of the people are going, oh yeah, but ICC profiles and everything. This is going to be discussed in another thing, but I will quickly just go into it. ICC profiles. Do you really need them? Do you really, really need them? No. I don't believe it. I don't believe whatsoever. Okay, and I have tried to sort of stipulate this quite a lot. Okay. So, here we go. In the years before and the years now, you got photographers. You had machines running on 7 colour. You had machines running on 8 colour. You had machines running on 11 colour. Okay, whether it be Canon, a HP or an Epson. Hell yeah, I will buy them sweet. Oh, right, okay, sorry, Denise. Thank you very much. They are going to be available. We're just setting it up now. As what I said, I'll show you a sneak preview. And guys, you will actually get, and I promise you this, you will be actually getting that sort of quality. So, if I am looking at that paper, okay, I don't care 2 figs. And I will stipulate it. I will say this truthfully. I don't care what anybody is saying about an ICC profile. When colours come out that printer, they should be looking like this. Not a dull effect. That's false. Absolutely false. Okay? The majority of your settings should be on a matte setting. It should be on the highest possible setting that you can possibly do. Now, if you're running on a CMYK colour and it's a really dark colour, bring it back. Because what will happen is you'll get pizza wheels. And pizza wheels on an Epson or any other printer, it might even happen on a Sawgrass. Not too sure about Sawgrass, but I'll talk about Epson. Is it will go through the challenge, go through the actual trays. As it's going through, it will pick up on the rollers. That's guaranteed. If you've got roller marks going down like that, it's pizza wheels. It means that you've been putting far too much ink down for this. And the reason being is because your ink is not drying quick enough. It's your drying that's causing you the problem. The ICC profile is set because people have made money scandalously, and I will say this, scandalously, for your ICC profiles. Now, as what I said, I don't care what anybody says. Okay, I actually set somebody up earlier on today without their ICC profiles and it worked perfect. I said, well, why do you need that? She said, well, I don't. So, well, there's your answer. Okay, what you need to do is you need to understand your printer. That is what you're looking for. Your main priority to get this amount of ink on there is down to 3 different things if you want consistency. And I will say to you that it's down to your inks, it's down to your paper, and it's down to your heat press. Okay? Let me explain. If you do not have the right paper on there, for a high release paper, which has got polymer on there, whether you're using polyester, cotton blend, it doesn't matter a fig. Okay? It doesn't matter. And that is the truth. If you have a high release paper that everybody's going, oh yeah, you can use copyright paper, you can use this, Texar, whatever it's called. There's so many papers out there. It's confusing people. It's false. Okay, it's down to the drying time. So if you work out your speeds of it coming out and it's too wet, then you've got problems. It means that it's not, and I will repeat, it is not going into the paper. Okay, for it willing to dry. Okay, this paper here, dries on a matte setting within, I would say, about 15-20 seconds. It is absolutely amazing paper. It really is. And I have worked with other paper as well where I've had to leave it on the side, no word of a lie, probably about the same yourself, is you've had to wait about 5 minutes and you're just not getting it. You know, you're getting pizza wheel marks, you're getting scuff marks where the inks are that sort of, here we go. The inks are that much on there. Okay, it's sitting on the surface, it's too wet, so it's causing a wave on there. How many people out there, and I guarantee you there's going to be, oh yeah, no, actually, he's right. Well, maybe he's right. Is that the paper gets jammed in the printer because you've put too much ink down on there because you're using the wrong paper. If you do not get the right paper for sublimation printing, I can guarantee you now, and this is truthful, it will not release properly. You will have more ink left on your paper than what you would do if you were trying to get to this level. Okay, it is so important. Your heat press as well is very important. I.e., it needs to be set to medium high pressure. You need to feel that pinch. Give it a go, guys. It's not going to cause you any hassle towards losing any of your products whatsoever. Okay, all it is simply put it on there, and I will. All you have to do is put it on cold, guys. You don't have to have it heated up. You're not wasting no electric. Okay, you're not wasting no garment or anything like that. If you put a Teflon, a parchment, or butcher paper, just put it on top. Feel that pinch. Soon as you feel that pinch, half a tweak more. That's it. You're done. That is set. And if you don't believe me, go away today and prove me wrong. Okay, and show me the difference. Show me your setting, and then show me the setting that I've actually just said to you, and you will see the difference. Now, Suan Farson, she has great sort of expectancies on her inks and her paper, but I even proved it to her to try it for 2.5 minutes. Now, everybody's going, oh no, it's going to yellow, it's going to do this. It's not going to do it. Okay, if it's done properly and taking the moisture out of the garment, it will not yellow. Okay, the yellowness normally comes from sweating. Now, if you're going to put like a brown, which I showed you earlier on, that your brown greaseproof paper is sweating, what's it going to do? It's going to turn it yellow. It's fact. Okay, same as your Teflon sheet. If you've got any marks on there, that there is going to reverse back onto your material. That's fact. Okay, even though it's embedding there, it's not. Because sublimation, the saying is, it turns from a gas to solid to a gas. Okay, whatever you want to believe. Okay, I just believe it, as I say it, is that it ends up with the steam. Okay, it comes out the printer. It then turns into a solid. That is correct. A solid onto the paper, or it actually embeds into the paper. Ready, the HR transfer paper, sublimation. You pop it on there, and basically all you do is you literally pull it down, and it releases. Okay, and that is the way it works. There isn't no hardness to it. Okay, you're making it hard for yourself because you're not understanding your machinery, you're not understanding the settings as well. I'm not saying that you don't know, I'm saying as well as you really, really could, because that's what you're trying to look for, is consistency, guys. Once you've got that set and that is coming off, your customers are going to be absolutely ecstatic. And they're going to want more, because colour sells. It's as simple as that. Whether it's on a poster, whether it's on a substrate, whether it's on a cotton, on a polyester, polo shirt, anything, colour sells. Okay, design sells as well. But if you've got those colours there, you've won. All day long, you have won. Okay? Has anybody... Okay, about the paper, Denise, I will get back to you on that one. Okay, it is available here. I'll show you a sneak preview of it. And it's very, very easy to identify as well. It will be on my website. It will be going over to the States as well, if anybody's interested in the States. It will be able to sell it all over the world. Okay, so here we go. This is the paper. Okay, and the good thing is that you can't go wrong. The reason for you can't go wrong is because it's got a pink backing, guys. How clever is that? Okay, I searched high and low for this. Took me ages, because I normally use roll paper, because I use on a 9800, believe it or not. And, you know, I get results because where you've got those wheels, I don't have to have that problem. Okay, I can actually, it's another concept, but you can actually remove the platen gap, which actually gives you more depth of your print head going onto your actual media. It's the way it works on bigger, large format printers. Okay, if anybody's got one, they will sort of understand where I'm sort of coming from. But we won't go into that. We'll just talk about the A4s and the A3s. It is available in the A3s as well, if anybody's got the A3s. As I said, we're working very, very hard. But guess what, guys? What we will be doing, and I promise you this, is we're going to give you a sample of the actual paper with the inks. That is definite for every customer. Whether it be 3 or 5 sheets, we're not too sure. Just little ones, you know, little ones to send out. Unfortunately, was going to sort of, in the UK, we are going to supply some cotton, because I've got yarns and yarns and yarns of cotton for people to try. Unfortunately, I can't get it out to the States. So I do apologise for that. Hiya, Bev. How are you? Bev Shumalak. Pleasure to speak to you this evening. Well, see you this evening on here. Give us a wave or anything. She is the actual distributor of Canada. So if anybody wants to speak to Bev Shumalak, she is actually on the Canadian Subli-fix. So it's a pleasure to have you here for the live. So there you go, guys. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. I know I keep going on, and I know it's a live and it should be just 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it's just not me. Okay, if I don't make you understand of why you are here today, spending your precious time to either learn or just to listen to what I'm saying, then I'm just trying to do my job. Okay. And if I can turn heads with this, and I know that other people are going to going to watch it afterwards. Obviously, they've got things going on, which is absolutely fine. It's not a problem at all. You know, it's a pleasure to sort of just leave it there for everybody. As I said, I've got another video coming up tomorrow that will be identified with the actual guidelines. That's what I said. I've not even had a chance to have a cigarette yet. But I am going to have one. People can tell me off. I don't care. Okay? I'm nearly 45 years of age. And if anybody can tell me off, then you carry on. Okay? I'm going to listen to you. But it's the only enjoyment I have. I don't really sort of drink anymore. Yeah, the website for Canada now is Subli-fixcanada.com. I will be sending all the links on there for you. Thanks for that, Bev. It's great. I'm glad that you're up and running finally. We've been waiting for this sort of for quite some time, but unfortunately the COVID and everything like that happened. So as I said, she's been very, very busy, but she's taken the time out this evening to be with us, as much as Sue-Ann as well, Sue-Ann Farson. That is I would say she's the Secretary of the US. She's very, very, very helpful, very understanding. So if I'm not around, you might be able to speak to her. For all the people that have bought Subli-fix before, I'd like you to speak to her or to me, because what I have to offer in a moment for you guys, hopefully, is going to make up for the time that's been spent with Subli-fix. So I will speak to you about that when I'm in the living room, again, sitting down. So I'm just going to have this. Anybody wants to ask any more questions, you're more than welcome. Okay? Anybody? Again, I am absolutely going to shut up now. I'm going to have a 2-second break, and then we'll we'll retain back into the living room. Before I go, I will show you how to use Cotton Iser as a finisher as well. But it is actually explained in the live as well. Well, not the live, but the video that we've actually put together for YouTube, for all our websites as well. Okay, so just bear with me 2 seconds, and then we'll move into the living room, and then we can go from there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll move into the living room now. I need to put the tripod on, as I'm going to show you a few things in the living room when we go in there. So, dog's barking. Must be something on the TV for her. As I said, I'm sorry for the long of this this actual live, but it has been a while, and I believe that it deserves justification for the live. So, as I said, I can't apologise enough, but I have to do what I have to do, and to do my job. So. Okay, that was a quick one. Right, okay. Right, okay, we're moving into the living room. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, so what we're going to show you now is the things that we've actually put onto Subli-fix with Cottanizer as well. I'm going to show you the inks that I've got available. The labels are coming on there as well. Yeah, Stella. Always Stella, isn't it? Always barking in the background as well. So what we'll do is we will turn this around, if I can remember how to do it. There you go, guys. Okay, so this here is on wool. Okay, 100% wool. This is on a bib. This is on a flannel, 100% flannel. It's all been in the wash as well. This is on a bib again. This is on like a vest for a child. I believe that Subli-fix did pass the child safety. We actually had an email come back to us and said that it was certified for children, because it's actually sent out to all over the world with our SDS safety data sheet. We are compliant to sell it as safety towards children as well. Obviously not to put it in their mouths or anything, but to actually comply it onto different materials, it is allowed. Okay, if you want to see it, then I'm more than happy to sort of show it to you as well. So all we're going to do now is just show you a t-shirt. Okay, so this here is a 100% cotton. It's on 30 degrees softener. Now, you're going to say to me, well, why do you need Subli-fix? Because it's come out quite nice down there. Didn't spray any Subli-fix down on there at all. Okay, but I know for a fact, within about 3 washes, or you put it on a sort of a 40 degree, maybe an hour or something like that, it's just going to go. But this will stay. Okay, this has been through the wash. It's been back under the press. And here's the results. Okay, here's another one. This is a jumper, a thick jumper. Fruit of the loom, I believe. Yeah, it's fruit of the loom. It's a 70-30. I believe it's a 70-30. Let's just have a look. Whereabouts does it say? I can't remember. It says now. It says it on there. I definitely know that it says it on there.
Yeah, it is on there.
It's on there at the top somewhere. And basically it's a poly blend. And look at the colours on that, guys. That's after a 30 degrees with softener again. Again, this hasn't been Subli-fixed, so it will last because it will dry. It will go lighter, but problem you will face is that it will go a vintage colour. Unlike this, on a 70-30, it won't lose its colour. Okay, as what I said, if you can follow the directions that I've said to you about everything, you can't go far wrong. Okay, when I actually explain to you about the guideline very quickly, then you'll be able to sort of understand it a little bit better. Here we go, guys. This is on a 60-40 polo shirt. Now, if you see this down here, you can actually see the difference. If you see the red, see the two pinks, sorry, not red. The two pinks, your blues, slightly washed out there. It's going to slightly come out, but look at that, guys. I mean, that there is on 100% Subli-fix. And we're very, very happy, and with Cottanizer as well, to get these sort of results. So what I'll do now is I want to just sit down and talk to you further. So we'll turn that around and I'll put this on my tripod. Right, I'm going to quickly sort of hang on, my phone's gone a bit funny. Just bear with me 2 seconds. This is what happens on the live, by the way, guys. I did have it right earlier on. Right, there we are. Okay, we're back in the room. Okay, so guys, there you go. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want consistency with your colours, you need to start looking at your actual products. Okay, I can't stipulate that enough again. it's deterring you away from actually subbing, because people are getting frustrated. They're thinking it's a waste of money. It's not a waste of money if you do it correctly. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a quick sort of lowdown of the guidelines, so you've got a bit of an inkling of how to apply Subli-fix and Cottanizer. It's very, very easy. It comes on a sheet. Okay, it's got all your times, your settings, I believe on the back. Okay, it's a guideline, tells you exactly what's going on. Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump straight into the instructions for use, okay? Make sure all printers are set to best photo setting instead of plain paper setting. Fabrics may differ to times and temperature. Number one, must set heat press to medium to high pressure for the heat press for each weight of fabric. Lightly press the fabric for 10 seconds under the heat press, then lift. Press again for a further 10 seconds to take moisture out of fabric. Very important. Use any fabric. Spray Subli-fix evenly, horizontally and vertically 12 to 15 inches away for up to 20 pumps into the printable area of the fabric. Okay, lightly whisk the fluid with a clean paintbrush or wallpaper brush into the fabric lightly. Okay, there doesn't need to be excessive amounts of weight on there. Just make sure it goes into the combs of the actual cotton. Lightly whisk the fluid with a clean... Then you must leave fabric completely dry, naturally, not tumble dry. That is my mistake. I can only but apologise. Warm up heat press 185 degrees for the UK or 385 F for the USA. Set timer for 150 seconds. Put fabric onto the heat press with sublimation paper face down, grease-proof baking paper or Teflon sheet over fabric. That's what I showed you earlier on. Press fabric down onto heat press. Must be set to medium to high pressure. Again, when the heat press beeps, release the handle and remove the protective sheet slowly. Leave for transfer to cool down for 20 seconds and release transfer. Please leave to dry for up to 6 hours after press. Okay, this is just for Subli-fix. Spray Cotton Iser to image 15 pumps out of the spray bottle. Again, 12 to 15 inches away. Tumble dry. Sorry, made a mistake there. Don't tumble dry. Naturally dry. I will amend that for you. Naturally dry for as long as it takes for it to completely dry. Okay, I would stipulate probably about another 3 hours, guys, just to be on the safe side. Because what you're probably going to do is you've dried it now. You've got the Cottanizer on there. You've whisked it in there again with your paintbrush or your wallpaper brush. And then you're leaving it naturally to dry. Because it's a non-toxic product, you can leave it in the house. As long as it's on a hanger and everything like that, it's not going to put fumes into the air. It doesn't do that. Okay, you can smell it on there. It's not going to do it. It's as simple as that. Okay, leave to completely dry for about 6 hours. I've said you could do it 3 hours. It all depends when it's completely dry. Okay, don't do it after 20 minutes. It's not going to work. Okay, it needs to set. It really does. That's why we've given the 12-hour sort of region, but we have had it done in 6 hours. So it's a time preference to yourself. It depends how much heat is out there. If it's hot out there, guys, get it on the line and it will dry a lot quicker. Okay, you can prep a load up. The good thing about Subli-fix, if you was to press it up, you don't have to press it straight away. You really don't. You can leave it because it's set in there. You know, your actual Subli-fix should feel soft like the fabric. It shouldn't feel stiff. If it feels stiff, you're using far too much. That's as simple as that. Okay, best result, before washing, wash on a 30 to 40 degrees wash. with softener. Best results after wash. Leave it to completely dry naturally again, as you would anyway. Don't put it in the tumble dryer. Then hover back under the heat press, which I showed you earlier on. Under the heat press for a further 70 seconds, or use an iron, believe it or not. You can use an iron on top of it, okay? It's not going to ruin it if you put it over the top of it, as long as it's dry. It's not like when you normally say, oh, you put a towel over it and everything like that. It's not going to work because the heat's not getting to it. You've got to release that steam, okay? Don't spray it. There's no need to spray it. There's no need to steam it. Just put the iron over the top of it and you'll see the difference, okay? As I said, then hover over the back of it 70 seconds onto an iron. Make the combs come back into the cotton and make your colours pop again. I've showed you that this evening. I can't be any simpler for that, okay? Has anybody got any questions about that guidelines at all? No? Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're just going to sort of quickly have a quick chat about our new inks, which we're very, very excited about. As I said, there's a yellow, mustardy yellow, is what I said. That one there is, that one there is a vivid magenta. Okay. This here is your cyan, which is your blue, which is a vivid blue. And this one is your black. Now, this in here is not blue, it's not brown. It's consisted of a certain formula that's been put in there to make it black. Okay, so when you release it, okay, you're going to get, hopefully, you won't need to use your ICC profiles, because I've never used them before myself. I've tried to say that earlier on. I will go into detail. If anybody needs any help with their ICC profiles, I would like to do a test with them. Okay, that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to sit there and go, right, okay, what software are you using? Can you try it on this particular setting? And see where you can see the difference. Okay, with the right inks, with the right paper, and the right heat pressure, you're going to get there. It's as simple as that. There's no two questions about it. It's the only three things that you need to sort of worry about, really. So look out for the high release paper if you're not going to purchase from me. Okay, don't go the other way and think, oh, well, he's just talking a load of rubbish. Because I've had lots and lots and lots and lots of people stating about their paper. They're actually saying, can I actually go and repress it twice? It's not a very good idea, is it? I mean, once that ink is released, yeah, okay, you can release it, but you're not going to get that much out of it, to be honest. You're not going to get a vibrancy. You're just going to waste the garment, because you couldn't sell that to a customer. There's no way on earth. There really, really isn't. So, I mean, that's just a sort of a lowdown of where we're at for Subli-fix. We have got other things coming up. Very, very exciting. But I'm not going to tell you today. I'm going to keep you wondering. Okay, I hope this has been very informative for you. And thank you very much for taking the time out to watch this evening. I know it's been a long sort of procedure. There will be a detailed one tomorrow. It's going to be about 45 minutes. But what I will do is I will put it into sections. So if you've actually watched it and you've missed it, you can actually follow the guidelines as we go along. It actually shows you putting it into the washing machine, how to apply the Cottanizer. I'll tell you what I will do just very quickly. I will show you how to apply it onto the Cottanizer very quickly, and then we're going to wrap it up for this evening, so you can, wonderful guys, can go away and enjoy your evening or your afternoon. And as I said, it's been a pleasure to have the time with you this evening or this afternoon. And I hope other people are going to sort of watch it whenever they've got some time. So what we'll do is finish off as I said, using some Cottanizer, which is in this bottle here. This will be available. Sorry guys, I've got to say, I do apologise. I've just remembered. Okay, Cottanizer. For all my great people that have actually bought bought Subli-fix in the past and left it on the shelf, I'm willing, after this video, or in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, we have got a database, okay, so we can tell who has bought the product, okay. We will try to get out to all of you, whether it be on Etsy, whether it be on eBay, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Facebook. We have got a database. All we need to do is log in, and we can see if you are on this group and you are wanting to purchase Cottanizer. It is going to be at a fractional price. Unfortunately, it's not going to be for your newbies, but you're not going to have the hassle that was occurring from before. I wouldn't say it's hassle, because a lot of people hit and miss with the consistency of the actual results. Some people, but it's just like any other product. You know, I can only improve it. I can't get any worse. Okay. So what we're going to do is, if anybody wants to talk about that afterwards, you can PM me, and I will discuss that with you. You make the payment to Suan Farson, which is the admin side of things for Subli-fix Group 2 USA. And we can certainly send that out to you. I believe there's a bit of a glitch as well. I do apologise for this. If you really want it from me, I can send it out to you. Suan Farson told me today there's a bit of a problem, as what he said, with the COVID-19. It can't be helped. It's nothing to do with her. It's to do with the actual delivery. Amazon have actually called back another week for our bottles to arrive, which is very, very frustrating. I believe that we have some sort of bottles there, so just bear with us, guys. We will get that out to you as soon as we can, whether it be Subli-fix or Subli-fix with Cottanizer as well. Sorry, Subli-fix and Cottanizer, or just Cottanizer itself, okay? The hard surfaces will be coming out. It is available, but I'll be explaining things more into detail, I think, next week. We'll be doing a lot of lives shortly to express what's going on. I'll be doing a live on my inks and paper. But as you can see, guys, you can see the actual results, which I showed you, of what you're actually getting consistently, especially, you know, you're sort of 100% cotton on your actual black. I mean, if I do a close-up on there, you can actually see the... Hang on. Let me just put that into focus. Can I get that to there? There is your black, okay? And that's on 100% cotton. And I know for a fact that people are going to say, oh, God, I get blues and I get browns. And people are blaming it, believe it or not, on the brown situation of I'm using the heat press for too long. No, I disagree. Totally disagree. Maybe you might be cooking your inks on polyester, but I know for a fact that you can go up to 60 for 70 seconds. So there's something quite not right with your inks. And as what I said, I've discussed about the paper. So we've sort of covered most things. I'm just going to show you how to apply it onto Cottanizer now very quickly. Denise, if you can just come here. Sorry, I lost you there. I do apologise. I pressed the wrong button. As I said, it's live. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, okay. So what we'll do is we'll just show you very quickly. I mean, I'm not going to show you with a picture on there. All I'm going to show you is just a blank sort of Cottanizer going on there on top of the actual Subli-fix itself. But we're not actually going to use it, so it doesn't really matter. But as I said, your area there, use about 20 pumps on your actual Subli-fix. On Cottanizer, it's just literally about 12 to 15 pumps. So all it is 12, 15 inches away. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There you go. That's all you have to do, guys, is get your paintbrush, get your wallpaper brush, and just brush it in. And that's it. Okie doke. Well, I would like to say thank you again for listening to me, for taking the time out today. Whatever you're doing, I hope that you all keep safe. As I said, if you'd like to ask any questions, PM me or leave a message at the end, and I'll certainly get back to you as soon as possible. I hope this has been very informative for you. I'm sorry I'm a little bit abrupt when it comes to sort of sawgrass or anything that sort of I feel that's false, because I feel for you going through all this frustration and everything like that to get the final result, and you're not getting consistency. It must be very, very frustrating. You must be losing a lot of money in doing so. And sublimation is about making profit or making it for fun. It shouldn't be stressful. Okay, so I will bid you a farewell for today and this evening. Take care, and thank you very much for turning up today to listen to the live. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye, all from Subli-fix. Take care.